Today, Springfield community and faith leaders called and gathered for the dismissal of Police Commissioner Cheryl Clapper. That was their call, and to address what they call systemic racism in the city. Western Mass News reporter Lexi Oliver now joins us in Springfield with more on their message. Lexi?
Matt, hundreds of demonstrators met here at Adams Park and marched down to Wesley United Methodist Church on State Street. They say they want to ask the mayor if he believes systemic racism exists in the city.
Things will not get better in the city of Springfield until we have new leadership.
Springfield community leaders gathering on Saturday to call for Police Commissioner Cheryl Clapper to be dismissed.
Everybody seems to be okay with African Americans suffering, and we're saying enough is enough.
Charles Stokes tells Western Mass News that the Senior Action Council went to the mayor to share their experience, and he wasn't as receptive as they hoped.
You have a police officer, a commissioner, who told our elders that their lived experience is false. If Cheryl Clapper and Mayor Sarno don't believe systemic racism exists, how can you fix something if you believe that it doesn't exist?
When the leaders can't even embrace the sharing of persons' experiences that is real and traumatic for them to dismiss it and to give them the impression that they don't think it exists, it puts up a wall.
Amirio Holloway and Tracy Carpenter say they believe Commissioner Clapper is not the right person to help revision police work in the city, and they're pushing for open communication with leadership.
This is the culture of policing that they're trying to address, which means we understand that it's deeply rooted and it's not going to be a simple remedy, but it really is going to require good listening to the community. And we feel like that's where we want to start. That's where this has to start.
The calls come after the group says a Department of Justice investigation into the city's police department found excessive use of force by the Springfield officers and assaults on students of color by police officers inside the city's public schools.
Unless we, as black people, African people here in Springfield, speak up for ourselves, unite and come together, we should not expect anybody to do for us when we are afraid because of political pressure, relationships, to speak out.
Western Mass News spoke to Commissioner Clapper in June regarding the growing calls for her to step down. At that time, she said she does not plan to leave as long as the mayor wants her there, saying she will continue to work on police reform.
We welcome efforts nationally here in Massachusetts to improve the profession of policing, and I pledge an open-door policy and promise to an open and honest dialogue with anyone who shares these goals in earnest.
Western Mass News reached out to both Commissioner Clapper and Mayor Sarno multiple times for comment today. We did not hear back in time for this broadcast. In Springfield, Lexi Oliver, Western Mass News.